If soldiers are punished before they have grown attached to you, they will not prove submissive. And, unless submissive, then will be practically useless. If, when the soldiers have become attached to you, punishments are not enforced, they will still be unless. Knowing the enemy enables you to take the offensive, knowing yourself enables you to stand on the defensive. Ultimate excellence lies not in winning every battle, but in defeating the enemy without ever fighting. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. To secure ourselves against defeat lies in our own hands, but the opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. Bravery without forethought causes a man to fight blindly and desperately like a mad bull. Such an opponent must not be encountered with brute force, but may be lured into an ambush and slain. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. Mystify, mislead, and surprise the enemy. The general who advances without coveting fame and retreats without fearing disgrace, whose only thought is to protect his country and do good service for his sovereign, is the jewel of the kingdom. Wheels of justice grind slow but grind fine. It is easy to love your friend, but sometimes the hardest lesson to learn is to love your enemy. Move not unless you see an advantage, use not your troops unless there is something to be gained, fight not unless the position is critical. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. Never venture, never win. Be where your enemy is not. If he sends reinforcements everywhere, he will everywhere be weak. Plan for what it is difficult while it is easy, do what is great while it is small. Water shapes its course according to the nature of the ground over which it flows. The soldier works out his victory in relation to the foe whom he is facing. Every battle is won before it's ever fought. Begin by seizing something which your opponent holds dear, then he will be amenable to your will. Rewards for good service should not be deferred a single day. Disorder came from order, fear came from courage, weakness came from strength. To fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. Know your enemy and know yourself, and you can fight 100 battles without disaster. If words of command are not clear and distinct, if orders are not thoroughly understood, then the general is to blame. But, if orders are clear and the soldiers nevertheless disobey, then it is the fault of their officers. Who does not know the evils of war cannot appreciate its benefits. It is only the enlightened ruler and the wise general who will use the highest intelligence of the army for the purposes of spying, and thereby they achieve great results. Conform to the enemy's tactics until a favorable opportunity offers, then come forth and engage in a battle that shall prove decisive. Therefore, just as water retains no constant shape, so in warfare there are no constant conditions. When your army has crossed the border, you should burn your boats and bridges, in order to make it clear to everybody that you have no hankering after home. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory. Hence to fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. He who advances without seeking fame, who retreats without escaping blame, he whose one aim is to protect his people and serve his Lord. The man is a jewel of the realm. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision to the releasing of a trigger. Those skilled at making the enemy move do so by creating a situation to which he must conform. They entice him with something he is certain to take, and with lures of ostensible profit they await him in strength. If there is disturbance in the camp, the general's authority is weak. Hence that general is skillful in attack whose opponent does not know what to defend, and he is skillful in defense whose opponent does not know what to attack. Know thyself, know thy enemy. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. The worst calamities that befall an army arise from hesitation. Foreknowledge cannot be gotten from ghosts and spirits, cannot be had by analogy, cannot be found out by calculation. It must be obtained from people who know the conditions of the enemy. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life, whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. Do not swallow bait offered by the enemy. Do not interfere with an army that is returning home. Success in warfare is gained by carefully accommodating ourselves to the enemy's purpose. Do many calculations lead to victory, and few calculations to defeat? Conceal your dispositions, and your condition will remain secret, which leads to victory. Show your dispositions, and your condition will become patent, which leads to defeat. You can ensure the safety of your defense if you only hold positions that cannot be attacked. The end and aim of spying in all its 5 varieties is knowledge of the enemy, and this knowledge can only be derived, in the first instance, from the converted spy. Hence it is essential that the converted spy be treated with the utmost liberality. If those who are sent to draw water begin by drinking themselves, the army is suffering from thirst. One may know the condition of a whole army from the behavior of a single man. You can be sure of succeeding in your attacks if you only attack places which are undefended.